It is 8:43. Catherine in studio and joined by Dwayne Henry, our entertainment reporter, who joins me on Thursdays. And do we have a treat for you? Yeah, Joe DeWitt is here. Joe is the bass player, member of Captain Cardiac and the Coronaries, who have been entertaining audiences. I just see here, boy, since 1972. Joe joined the band in 1976, and they're going to be playing this evening at Chase Palm Park for Concerts in the Park. And it's significant because it is Captain Cardiac and the Coronaries' last performance here in Santa Barbara.
Yes.
Oh, and I was bummed when I heard it, but I was so happy that you came in. I wanted to get all the guys here because I've had a long history of introducing you guys. And yeah, and so we'll just welcome. How are you doing? Step up to the mic just a little bit.
Good morning, Lumpy. Sorry, I just had to say that.
Hello, baby. We're here. Come on out tonight.
Oh, this is so cool. Okay, first of all, let's address the lumpy thing because we were pondering what it was, and I remembered there was a well, actually, one of our listeners had to remind me there was a lumpy on Leave It to Beaver.
Yes.
Okay, so is that your namesake? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay, and so what was the deal? All the guys have to have a
When we're pulled into the band, we have to choose a name that's reminiscent of 50s, 60s. And Clarence Rutherford III, also known as Lumpy on the Leave It to Beaver show, was what I chose. And I've been that ever since.
And do you feel like is there some analogies between the two of you or some similarities?
No, you don't seem very, like, as the characters portray. You seem very cool.
I met Frank Bank.
You
and
did?
Eddie Haskell.
Oh.
And the job we were playing, they were promoting Lumpy's book. And so I got them to sign the book, and Eddie Haskell. It was for the LAPD, and Eddie Haskell was an LAPD guy.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that, yeah.
Frank Bank was an investment banker or something like that. Wow. But, no, I don't, it was just an unusual name. I wanted something different than Corky or, Slots or some of the other names that have been in the band.
Yeah, so they all had them, and then Captain Cardiac is actually the namesake of the band. Yes. And he is, who remind me of Captain Cardiac?
Steve Ogg.
Steve.
Probably one of the greatest frontmen and bands ever at our level.
And how did you meet him? How did you come to the band?
So I was in a graduate program at UCSB, and another guy was in the same program, and his roommate was Captain Cardiac. And so, so we met then. But it wasn't until later that a singing drummer had to leave for a great job being a flight attendant for Western Airlines. So they needed somebody who could sing and needed somebody who's a wise guy. And
you fit the bill.
I fit the bill. And they go, it came down to this. I was a guitarist at the time. Hey, we need you to sing. You're a wise guy. It's a nice word for what really is said. And we don't have a bass player. We have two guitarists already. Can you play bass? Sure, I'll play bass. So I had to hop in and sing lead on a bunch of songs.
So I would imagine that at the time you thought, yeah, I'll join this band for a while. Is that what you thought?
I had no idea, but I dropped out of grad school.
Oh, no.
to be in the band, I was going to start something else, but it was too much fun.
Well, you guys do. I mean, you are here in Santa Barbara occasionally, but none of the other, you're working out at Raytheon, none of the other guys in the band live here. And you do, classically, you do gigs in Los Angeles or wherever else you're booked, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So highlights from your career with here in Santa Barbara, let's say.
Oh, for sure. We played every single concert in the park except for last year. I don't know whatever happened. We didn't play, and then COVID. We missed a couple of COVID things, and so our first year I think was 2000. It was just like, what great fun, great crowd, huge crowd, and it always showed up. And ever since we've been doing that. So there'll be new songs that will come in.
I have a question. We were speaking off air, and I know you said you had certain opportunities in certain countries, but because of work, it was sort of limited. In terms of when you look back at your career, do you sort of go, I should have did that gig in Japan, I should have just quit my job and left? Do you ever have those moments of like shoulda, woulda, coulda?
as my face scrunches up into a thoughtful gesture. It would have been fun to do the Japan thing or the Vegas thing for a couple weeks, but we looked at our rival bands. So we had some rival bands growing up in the San Fernando Valley, and they were doing it full time, and it was like the lifestyle. No. So all of us said, so there's no regrets there.
Smart.
You know, another interesting thing you mentioned is that a lot of the reason people love you guys so much, you're great musicians, but you really know how to get a crowd going. But at first there wasn't dancing, and so you guys had to like develop this stage show kind of thing. How did that evolve?
So in the late 70s, we got a job at the Hyatt House in City of Commerce, right next to the freeway, and it was a business hotel. And so we played there 6 nights a week, 7 weeks straight, and we were all still working full-time jobs. And what happened is often there wouldn't be anybody in the lounge. And so we started to entertain ourselves. And our drummer, Tommy, is a massively creative guy. And so he had this ability to look out the crowd and make a sound or say something that just perfected what that guy was doing out in the crowd. Plus, we started putting on masks. So Tommy developed probably what we were most famous for in the 80s is the mask. He'd put a mask on, and we're doing a song, and he'd take a drumstick and he would jam it into the eye hole with the mask.
Oh, wow.
And then he would get up there and spit out fudge, beer.
Disclaimer, morning listeners.
Yeah. How's your breakfast? And he would do all these funny things with the mask, and the mask face was
constant.
So you guys were kind of comedians too at the time.
We evolved into making it a comedy show, and entertaining in that way. And so then what happened is that brought into when if people were dancing, they still had something to see because we were still doing choreography.
Right.
Hey, if you're just tuning in, we're talking to Joe DeWitt, otherwise known as Lumpy, in the band Captain Cardiac and the Coronaries. And just a little something to get you going. Joe's going to hang out in the studio with us, but here's Captain Cardiac. And I just thought this would be a good one to play this morning.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love got a man insane. But my will, what a thrill. This freeze is all the best. This is my love and it's not funny. Tell all you do, honey. Change my mind, you love it fine. This freeze is all the best. I took my name and I did it before. I'm here today and the show is fun. Come on, baby, stop the train. This breeze is all the fire. Woo! Kiss me, baby. Oh, you can shut it. Well, hold it, baby. You gotta let me love it like I love it should. Yep, nah. So fine. Wanna do the good, you la. Yeah, can I put it in the didn't never back show. Balls of the kiss me, baby. Oh, feel so good. Hold me, baby. We gotta let it love it like I love it should. Yup, so fine. Wanna feel the good, you might not find. Today, little before. Feel the love like it so is good. Come on, baby. Drop the crate. Goodness gracious. Balls of fire.
Oh, did that get you going this morning? I hope so. And, that is Captain Cardiac and the Coronaries. And it is timely because we are talking this morning with Joe DeWitt. He is the bass player for the band. And tonight is Their last concert in Santa Barbara at Chase Palm Park. Hey, let's give all the guys a shout out. The names in your band, and you got to give me their nicknames too.
Okay, it's starting with the longest member to the shortest member.
Okay.
Woody Brigante as Woody. Apparently his original name was Tiger because he wore a tiger jacket, those silk tiger jackets. The next is me, Lumpy. The third is Tommy Sillen, also known as drummer Tommy or Tommy. He came in, I think he came in a year after I did in '77.
Wow.
And then Pasquale Pat Lacerdo. Sometimes we call them Pasquats, and then it just goes down to squats. Is a keyboardist, and he was a friend with Steve and Ralph Woody in high school. It started at Monroe High School in the San Fernando Valley. And then our latest addition for probably almost 10 years, is Jim Simonetti, or Simo. And I was describing earlier when the music was playing that Simo can play the sax, 2 saxes at the same time.
Jeez. I've never heard of that before. He's going to be doing that tonight, right? Yeah.
He's a real showman also.
Oh, I wish I could have them all in the studio, but Joe, I'm so glad you're here. And I have to ask you, how much are you going to miss this? And what does tonight mean to you?
It's so special. Incredibly special to have our last concert in Santa Barbara since we've done it since 2000.
Wow!
And it's always been a great crowd, really receptive. We have a lot of friends up here, and that's. I don't know how I'm going to feel at the end of this, other than we usually feel real good after we've done a concert. So it's time marches on.
Do you ever look? Think when I was doing this in the 70s, did you ever think you'd be here in 2025?
No.
Not at all. Wow.
You would have laughed like that, right?
Yes,
yeah. Joe DeWitt, Lumpy, thank you so much for coming in, and we'll see you tonight at Chase Palm Park. And just to take people back just a little bit, here we go. This is all Captain Cardiac and the Coronary. See you tonight. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Bye, Lumpy.
Bless you, Santa Barbara. Bless you, Catherine. Bless you, Dwayne.
Thank you. Cheers.
And everybody else.
I feel good. I knew that I would now. I feel good. I knew that I would.
Good time out at Chase Palm Park tonight. Still to come, we'll introduce you to Captain Cardiac and the Coronaries.
A big crowd turned out at Chase Palm Park in Santa Barbara for the weekly free concert series, and this evening they were hopping and popping.
I'm gonna wait till the midnight hour. Let's sing my love comes tumbling down.
You wanted that star that shines so brightly to match the stardust in your eyes. And my darling, I'll chase that bright star nightly. You go. Hey, hey, whoa,